So let's discuss another problem from CSIRNET General Aptitude. So which is related to the topic. So a graph would be given in the question. So from by observing the graph values of the graph for particular value of x, what would be? So we need to find a function, that means f of x. That means for particular value of x, how f of x is the coming. So that one we need to find out. So let's see the problem. So here is the problem. So now, so which of the following functions is represented by the given graph? So here we are given with the these following functions, and we need to find out which graph does this function belongs to. Here is a graph for us. Now we need to observe this graph and we need to find out what kind of function is it. So that is the problem. So first of all, so this is just like a sine wave or cos wave. So the graph is just like that, we see. So and next thing is we need to observe is, but that complete cycle of sine wave or cos wave is 2 pi radians for the complete cycle. The angle is 2 pi, but here we can see it is only pi. So that is one thing to be noted. And next thing is, actually we know that sine pi by 2, that is sine 90 is 1. But here if we see, sine 90 is getting 0. I mean at this point sine 90. So here sine 90 at this point, at the angle pi by 2, that means 90, it is 0. The function is becoming 0. So we know that another possible way is cos 90. So as cos 90 is 0, so by this we come to know that the function includes cosine function. So from the options, if you see, sin x does not contain any cosine, so obviously this is not a graph of sin x. And sin 2x could be written as 2 sin x into cos x. So here we 2 sin x into cos x. Here we can find cos x. So it could be b, and here in the option C we can see sin x into cos x, which is just half of this sin x into cos x. If we double this sin x cos x, we would get sin 2x. So the B and C could be the options, and sin square x, there is no any cos x in that. So finally by this we can say that this graph could be of sin 2x or sin cos x. And another thing we need to observe here is, now by knowing that cos pi by 2 is 0, based on this we have found that B and C could be the options. So we have eliminated A and D options. Now another thing here we need to observe is a graph. Here the function is not becoming 1. Actually we know that sin 90 is 1, but here it is half. In general cos 0 or sin 90 is 1, but here it is half. So this is the thing we need to observe here mainly. If we think that it is 1, then we would get a wrong answer. So this is the thing which distinguishes between these two options. So now we could get half. When we could get half, now let us see with sin 2x. So sin 2x is nothing but sin at this point at pi by 4, let us find sin 2x. So sin 2x is nothing but sin 2 into pi by 4, that means sin pi by 2, that is nothing but 1. But here we are having half. So another possible thing is, now this option is eliminated, and the only one option that is remaining here is sin x into cos x. Now we need to observe whether it satisfies or not this condition. So sin x into cos x, sin pi by 4 into cos pi by 4, that is nothing but, so that is the thing, and sin pi by 4 is nothing but 1 by root 2, and cos pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2, that is nothing but 1 by 2, which is nothing but half, which we can find here. So finally the correct option for this question is option C. So option C, sin x into cos x, is the answer for this question. So we can see here B and C are nearly uh, belongs to sin 2x function. Sin x cos x could be written as into 2 by 2, that is sin 2x by 2. So if we just multiply sin 2x with half, we would get this sin x into cos x function. We just multiply with half. So here that is the thing we need to observe. Here also the same thing happens. Here at the maximum point the value is not becoming 1, but it is becoming half at this maximum point. So that is what this if it were 1, if the graph was like this, then obviously the answer would be sin 2x, because uh, sin pi by 2 would be 1. Sin 2 into pi by 4 is nothing but sin 90, that is nothing but 1. So yeah, this is what we need to observe mainly. So if we just think this is 1, and if we just stick on sin 2x, we may lose the answer. So this is the thing, we need to be observe and keep an eye on each and every information. So that is the thing. So this is the solution for this problem. So thank you. So the correct option is sin x into cos x after eliminating this. So C is the answer for this question. So thank you.